In this video, I'm going to show you how to enter your time for scheduled events. Right here, under the scheduler, you can see that we're viewing my calendar, and you'll see that I have a few project tasks and incidents scheduled under my name. The simplest way to enter your time for these tasks or events is to double-click on them. That will open up your time entering window. And you'll see that it is categorized. Whoever scheduled this for me, it's scheduled as a kickoff meeting for a duration of 2 hours, and it's got to travel to time, hours, labor, and how long it took me to travel back. From here, I can click Edit if I'm ready to enter my time. And I can actually, the part that I want to enter is right here, the travel 2 hours. So say it took me 30 minutes, and we met for an hour. And then I traveled back for 30 minutes. And you'll see over here this duration portion. This was the scheduled duration, so this is what somebody scheduled me for, and then what my actual duration was once I entered my time will populate here. I can add any information where customer is happy with plan, or any other information I could possibly think of to add in here. There is also, once I hit save, that time is now saved. I could also put attachments, so say we had some documentation that we spoke about during the meeting. I could upload my notes or anything associated with that meeting into this section by clicking the new button or multiple upload and finding it on my desktop. Once time is entered, I can go ahead and close this. If I click refresh, you'll see the bar on the left side turn black. That means that time is entered for this project task. Over here you'll see that it's still green on the left side on the bar. That means time has not been entered. Another way to enter time is to go through the appointment manager. So this is through the scheduler. I can do it directly on here. I can come and enter each of my time on each one of these and put my notes. The other way is to go to the appointment manager under the projects tab. And you can see that I have everything for this week. These are the same items, so you can actually compare by clicking on back on my scheduler. You can actually see that these are the same jobs under the same days. If I click refresh here, by just clicking on appointment manager, you'll see because I entered that time on the scheduler, it has now turned to green and entered that duration time. If I wanted to change it from here, I could double click on it and change it here. Otherwise, when it's green, like you see here, that time is done and entered. And you shouldn't have to do anything additional to it unless you made a mistake and had to go change something. So let's say it's tomorrow, and I'm ready to enter time on my red fields. These are scheduled events that I need to enter time for. So let's just go here. I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to click on the Open Detail. This is a quick view entry. So I could do, my start time was 11, my end time was, it's all in military time, so say it was 2 hours, 1 o'clock would be 13. Travel to time, let's say it was 30 minutes, and travel from was 30 minutes. Okay, so if I enter that time, it's going to automatically adjust my end time. Gave me 2 hours of labor. Description, I could do kickoff meeting, notes, customer happy with plan, and any additional information. I would click save. Then you'll see that it's now red, but it's got a red time entered. To save the data and to make this field go to green, I would come up here and click the Save Data button. Once I click that, you'll see it blink, And now that field has turned green, meaning that my time is now entered and I can move on to the next item. I can also come back over to my scheduler, and if I click refresh, you'll see that the time has changed based on the time that I entered, so it actually jumped up an hour and extended to show that additional travel time for that hour, and the bar has turned to black, meaning that time has been entered. And that's 2 ways you can enter your time, both very easy. An additional way you can do it is through your Outlook directly. These items would have pushed to your Outlook whenever someone scheduled it for you, such as your project manager. And you could do literally the same thing on your Outlook calendar by double-clicking, and it would pop up a very similar form like this, and you could fill it out and it would push to Field Point. And those are 3 ways that you can enter time. One last item that I want to show you is if you did work on the fly, meaning that someone didn't actually schedule time for you. You can do that through your appointment manager down here. The little briefcase is going to be for incidents, and the little money symbol with the piece of paper is going to be a project. So say I did some work for a project on the fly, I would click on the little project symbol. I would do the drop-down menu and search for the job that I did. So say I did on the fly some work for EDF trading. And then it's going to give me 2 projects. I would have to find out which project I was actually working on. So let's say it was project 72. And then I would have to pick the task. So if I was doing initiating and planning, and that was today, I would double-click in my field and click the Open Details. So it was work I did today on the fly, and same thing. Say I started at 9, I ended at 10. There was no travel time, there was no labor. We did an internal kickoff, and need to schedule customer kickoff. Save. Again, that time will turn to red outline until I hit save data. It will not actually populate that hour. So I'm going to click save data, and now you'll see it moved up to the top, and this is my on-the-fly work that I did. So again, an additional way to enter some time if it wasn't actually scheduled for you. And those are the ways to enter time in Field Point.